How y'all doing? Welcome back. Now, supposedly that there is talks in the works for Gonzaga to join the Big 12. Let me give you my take on this matter. I don't believe that Gonzaga joining the Big 12 would be a good move for the Big 12, and for the reasons being, we look at all the other conferences, right? And then we look at, remember, the Big Ten and the SEC as models to follow for being relevant, and going into the branch of the third strongest conference. Adding Gonzaga does not make you stronger. In fact, adding Gonzaga does not bring in more revenue. Adding Gonzaga will make you more popular. Okay, out of those three things, not more revenue, not make you stronger, but will make you more popular as far as branding. So that's the only plus to adding Gonzaga. Now, the cons to adding Gonzaga would include, for one, in comparison to the Big Ten and the SEC, I do not believe that there's any schools that are linked, affiliated with these conferences with just one sport, or should I say Olympic sports, or just basketball only. I don't believe that there's any schools that are linked with those two big conferences in that manner. Not only, another con is that it will actually weaken the conference, because adding just one piece of a school, and we know that Gonzaga is not good in football, if they even have a Division I football program, and not to mention that's bringing like not the full plate. Now, looking at these two conferences, the top two conferences, if you look at them, they're solid in both sports, football and basketball, with the Olympic sports being a background to support their athletics. But one may be better than the other, but they're playing par, at least being competitive for that matter, and they're all the way in. So to add just in basketball only or Olympic sports institute will weaken the Big 12. And another con that you will see, just look at, then you would be developing like a Big East, and we already have a Big East that's basketball only, or the old Big East when it had basketball members branched off with football teams. That's would be the model in which the Big 12 will be following, even if it's not intentional. If it's not intentional, that is the model in which they'll be following. And we all know what happened to the Big East. Eventually, they split up and part ways. Everything splintered. And, you know, here we have a conference that is just basketball only. Now, I understand, looking down the road, that adding Gonzaga would make you prevalent in the basketball community, right? And it's a good chance that you would most likely always send a team to the Final Four, if not winning it every year. The chances increase, which, like I said, make it more popular. But in the long haul, there are going to be some schools that's going to want to be like not involved with the conference, and they're going to see the SEC and the Big Ten as more of a stronger institute, and that can pretty much well set the stage for just two super conferences if the Big 12 decide to make that move. I don't think that the Big 12 should make that move. If they're going to make a move, they should go ahead and add those 4 schools out of the Pac-12 and work out some type of financial agreement with them moving forward to increase revenue later on. But the point is, I would not add a basketball member school only, because we know when there's conferences that have just basketball members only and football programs with full competitive sports, there's going to be like, hey, why should they get the same amount as me? Then there's going to be a discussion about money splitting. They don't have football, so they shouldn't be having this amount. So it's just going to lead to all those questions. And that's almost like what the AAC was doing. They had some basketball only member schools, and then they had full membership, and the ones that had basketball only split off eventually. So it will be a disaster, if you ask me, moving forward. Now, it may do a little something, for the first 5 years, but you're going to have members that's going to be trying to jump to the other conferences, and I don't believe that would be a good idea. Bill Yarmark, do not. I don't think that would be a good idea to add a basketball only member school. The Big 12 should be focused on being solid with full membership, and I would start with those programs in which you was on the table at first: Colorado, Arizona's, and the Utah. So that would be a good first move. Remember, the goal is 16 members, and we're talking about full members, full membership, not just partial. So that is my take on Gonzaga joining the Big 12. In the long haul, it won't be a good move, and it will splinter the conference like the Big East occurred. If you are not trying to have that, then you should not have a basketball only. It's just not going to pan out. So thank you once again, Global News Sports Edition. Click that like, share this video. Y'all have a great day.